What's going on? This is my first video on this channel, and I'm just gonna go straight into it. Let's start off with I am at 0 subscribers. This is a totally anonymous channel. I don't want to stay anonymous forever, but I want to initially start anonymous due to the fact that I want to be 100% real and I want to be 100% honest. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why, for me, there is no other option to become the best version of myself, and the different versions of myself, and why I feel as though there is no other way to not become the best version of myself. So, who was I originally? From age 0 to 15, I'm currently 22, about to turn 23. I would say I was very attractive in a sense that naturally things would just come to me when it came to uh, girls that age, when it came to friends that age. I was just very naturally magnetic. Um, and I didn't have an issue with any of that really until, I would say, let's see, I would say I was corrupted at age 12 due to me watching porn for the first time and never being able to shake that off. I started watching porn at the age of 12, and ever since I haven't stopped. By the time of age 13, I was watching it every day, twice a day. Um, Honestly, up until last year, 2024, didn't have a grip on it. And 2025, I believe that I will cease to watch porn, like, for good. I'm coming into this year strong. Um, but when it came to that, I feel like I was definitely corrupted at age 12. Um, and during middle school age, everybody's an ass, right? Um, I felt more so as a follower than a leader. Very not confident, very doing what other people would say. I was a very skinny kid. I was very lazy. I had an incredibly poor diet, so I had cavities on the molars of my teeth, so I couldn't eat hard stuff. So I was about 5'7" and 110 pounds. So I was just very physically just not intimidating. Um, Oftentimes, I would have crushes on girls knowing that they wouldn't like me back, intending that. And I feel like that all changed when I got into high school. There was a girl, let's call her the letter A. A was someone who I never thought I could ever get with, right? And I decided that, oh yeah, I think she's cute. Oh yeah, let me shoot my shot, and it indirectly worked. And I fell absolutely in love. She was very unique, um, very unique. I would say I grew up in SoCal. Ethnicity wise, she was Armenian and Latina. Um, she was short and brown eyes or hazel eyes, brown hair, and I just really was physically attracted to her. And I never thought I had a chance until I really shot my shot, and I got a kiss from her. And after that, I didn't know what to do. I never asked her out, um, and she eventually just moved on. And I don't think I really even had much of a strong chance anyway. But little did I know she was going to be the motivation for everything that followed. What do I mean by this? I felt as though she had a crush on another kid, right? That was better than me in almost every way. He was shorter than me. He was a Mexican kid, and he was very, how do I say it? he was more so a leader. He was playing football. He played in my position. He started as my position. He was stronger than me bench wise. He was just very everything that I wanted to be, is including his with the girl that liked him. I wanted to be very much like him. And for statistics, I'm a black male too. Just to put that into perspective. I don't know if that means anything though, right? During the summer of 2017, I decided that I was going to reach a different version of myself. I was told multiple times by multiple different girls that I found attractive at the time that once you level up, that you are going to be undeniably attractive. And to put stats on myself, I didn't have a body and I had an average face. But from the feedback from men and women, our girls and boys at the time, was that the fact that if I fixed my face and got my body correct, that I could be universally attractive to whoever I want. And I got this image in my head of somebody who has an above attractive face, a face that alone can carry me, and a 10 out of 10 body. And being above average height, because now I'm 5'11", it's very, it makes me feel very excited for the future, even still. But I wanted that summer for me to change in a way that I've never done before. So I totally went ghost. Totally went ghost. And didn't hang out with anybody during the summer. And all I did was make shakes, protein shakes with 1,000 calories. I'd put a bunch of coconut oil, whey protein, peanut butter, bananas, all the good stuff, right? Milk. And I would make 2 of those a day, and I would eat twice a day as well. So that would be 4,000 fucking calories in a day. And I would just go to the gym and just lift. And I started actually taking my hair seriously because I accidentally permed my hair. My hair was straight. It looked terrible, right? So I really shaved it off and started growing it, getting a high taper fade, and just doing that. And having a totally new wardrobe. I was wearing, like, at freshman year of high school, I was wearing like MLG shirts, like fucking like a nerd, like a geek, like Xbox shirts, like a fucking dork. But I switched it up. I actually started wearing a lot of stuff that is universally accepted in SoCal, like shirts like Asphalt and stuff that you can get at like Tilly's and stuff like that. Shirts like that. And the 2.0 version of myself, I call it. I'm not going to say what I called it, but let's just call it the 2.0 version of myself. I remember the day coming back from sophomore year, the first day, new wardrobe, new hairstyle, weight gain, muscle gain. I remember I had a bunch of girlfriends at the time. Girlfriends meaning these girls would not date me. I was just all friend zone with them. Don't get it twisted, right? I had a crush. Let's divide all these girls up. It was the first day. I remember this vividly. There was a girl. Let's just call them by their ethnicity, so you can guess a view of them. One was Irish. I had a major crush on her. One was Armenian. This is not the Armenian that I had a crush on. This is not A. Totally different girl. And an Iraqi that was my best friend at the time, really. And I remember I always thought they were very physically attractive, especially the Iraqi girl. And I remember when they first saw me, they ran up to me and gave me a big group hug, where I was the center of, and they took pictures with me. And later on, during a party, without me even having to push it, without really even my consent, really, but I wasn't tripping. I'm not going to twist that into anything. It was an amazing experience, right? The Iraqi girl and the Irish girl both gave me a lap dance back to back at a school party. It wasn't a formal party. This was not like a winter formal. We were just wearing literal summer clothes, and these girls were. It was crazy. Like all the schools came together for a whole thing. Thousands of kids were there, and they saw me and they did their thing. And even that whole night was just crazy. I was following girls on Instagram that I would see at the party, and I never thought they would even look my way, and they would wave to me, flirt with me, dance with me. And I made out with a girl for the first time at that party. And I was freaky enough to make out with another girl at the same party. It was my lust talking for sure. But I really started getting girls for sure. I really started getting girls. But the only thing is the cap on it. What do I mean by this? Is that I still felt like I was not enough. I feel as though 2.0 was a glimpse due to the porn addiction. Really, that's what it is. For 3 years, right? Because I started at 12, I'm now 15. My energy levels are dropping, but I'm still young enough to not let that affect me too much. I was very half-ass on everything. Grades, sports, playing football. It was just everything was half-ass. And when it came to the girls that I really, really liked, I was so close, but so far. I remember asking this girl out to be my Valentine. I had a fat crush on her. And she said yes, but I heard from her friends later on that she tossed the flowers and was totally grossed out. I gave her a rose and chocolate, and I feel like later on she respects me for it, but I feel as though like she wasn't physically attracted to me. But at the same time, when I was my previous version of myself, it felt like she wanted to know. For instance, she would swipe up on my stories asking like what I would think of her, would I date her, do I think she's cute, stuff like that. It's like, why would you not want to know from somebody that you think is unattractive? That's what I thought. The 2.0 version of myself would immediately swoop her off of her feet. If I had to rate this girl physically, even to this day, I would give her a solid 9 out of 10. Very above my league at the time, especially because I was like a 2. If I had to rate myself, honestly, the 2.0 version of myself was like a 2 out of 10, but I still risked it and still did it, which I'm still very happy for myself. It really sparked a snowball into me doing things that I'm uncomfortable with, because I was very uncomfortable doing that. And to this day, I use that to reflect on things that I'm uncomfortable with and pushing past it, right? But she said no. I could not get close enough for me to date these girls. I could not get close enough to be the best on the football team. I couldn't become the best, and that really bothered me. I feel like one thing that was weird is that due to me not being one of the only black kids at my school, which I hate to bring race into this, I really don't like doing that shit, is the fact that I was the only person that looked like me, so I wanted to be a representation of what that is. And if I'm going to be the lone wolf that's the best than everybody else, so be it. I can do that, but I don't want to, because black people have a bad representation as it is already, with the bad stereotypes and all that stuff. I wanted to surpass that and become better. Now, becoming the 3.0 version has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I would call the 3.0 version of myself what this channel's name is, 37 Ghost. I feel like a ghost. I went 4 years after high school, really just a ghost. I didn't like the fact of where I was physically. I felt like I couldn't get to where I wanted to get to. And I realized getting into the work field, because I got my first job at 18 years old, I was very replaceable. And with this AI rise, I feel even more replaceable. Entropy has gone into my life. What is entropy? Entropy is pretty much without disorder. Without order, there is always disorder. No matter what you do, it's the laws of the universe. If you don't take control of your life, you will descend into disorder. Due to me only being able to exert 50% of my energy due to bad habits with diet, bad habits with porn usage, nasal spray addiction, which was totally random, the stress from my work environment, the stress from my living space, it was just an ongoing process of me fucking up, and I could only give out 50% effort. How did I feel? I felt very replaceable. I felt like I was not the worst, but I was not the best. I was nobody's looking twice at me when it came to women. Men wouldn't respect me fully. They were intrigued, but once they started to know who I was, they would see the chinks in the armor and know that they were superior to me. I actually just got out of a relationship that lasted a whopping 7 days. It was due to the fact that this girl that I was dating, 19 years old, I'm 22, she wanted to get a piercing, tongue piercing. I didn't want her to get the tongue piercing. The truth is, I think they're gross, first off, but you can't control your partner. You can't do that. She has full autonomy over herself, right? But at the same time, if you want me to be attracted to you, you have to be able to compromise. So if I had it my way, I would not have her get the piercing. If she had it her way, she would get the piercing immediately, as soon as possible. When I tried to convey, hey, let's wait on the piercing. Let me date who you are, because I think you're beautiful and amazing and how you are right now. It's like buying a car and modding it like literally 2 days into buying the car. Like, let me enjoy the car stock. Let me love the car stock. Let me build up my love to the car stock, and then I can start modifying it. Not to add, it's almost like if I were to bring my car to my boy and be like, you can do whatever you want, just don't do this, and he does the thing that I say don't do. I feel like the biggest turnoff with me is when women destroy their bodies because they want to be they want to be IG models, whether that's thinking that weighing 110 pounds is ideal when they don't know the difference of body types, or when it comes to piercings or BBLs, like stuff like that. It's like, just if you want a BBL, just go to the gym, work 2 years, and you'll have a better body versus spending thousands of dollars to make your body look odd. Or something like, and ear piercings are perfect. I don't care. Nose piercings are not my thing, but I wouldn't mind. But a tongue piercing, nipple piercings, like, it goes to a point where it's kind of taboo, and I don't like that. And I told myself, and I told her the fact that, if you get the piercing, like, I can't be with that, because what's going to happen is that if you don't listen to me and if you just do it, you are not going to have respect for me. And she was a pretty damaged individual because of her high school experience. She was bullied. She had an experience where her ex literally would have to verify what she would have to wear every day. And after that, now she's like an independent woman. Like, I don't give a fuck. No man's telling me what to do. But you're not understanding that I am not trying to control you. I'm trying to work with you and compromise. As a team, I don't like this, but I know you like it, so let's compromise. And she just totally went off and did it. And when I said, hey, I can't do this, totally just attacked me, totally said I'm controlling, that I want obedience, that I have to find it somewhere else because obviously I have issues. It was really just a projection, but I do have issues, and that's where I want to better myself, because even in the work field, I randomly out of nowhere became an exterminator because they were the first people to hire me back in 2023, and started making real money, $5K plus, $6K plus a month. certified, but I had to leave that company for the same reasons of not being my voice heard, not having my voice heard. Um, it was just I never felt like I had my voice heard. They would send me to these locations that I didn't like, that I wasn't as prosperous as certain technicians, and it really sucked. And I really couldn't voice my opinion, and that's why I left, just for to have the same thing happen to me at a different company. I'm trying to push for more skills. They're having me put in a totally different location position that I want to be in. And it's the most frustrating fucking shit ever. And I recently just moved out for the same reason. I lived with my grandma, and she would always tell me this was her house, her rules. And when she would just tell me to do stuff, and I would try to ask her, can you do it more politely? I just came home from an 11-hour shift. All I want to do is rest. No, you got to do these chores. No, you got to do this. No, you got to do that. And to be fair, she was born in the 40s, 1940s. So it's like she definitely has, and she's a black woman in the 1940s. Like, you have to understand, like, that's a totally different reality from a kid born in 2002. But it's, or I should say a man, not a kid, sorry. But it's just frustrating. Nobody would fucking listen to me, and I couldn't get the women that I wanted. And even when I got action, when I got play, when I would get women that aren't unattractive, like these women are, that I would attract, that I would have sex with, are totally not attractive. Like, I would rate them like 7 out of 10s, stuff like that. Like, they're above attractiveness, but they would not respect me. It's almost like I was getting pity pussy. I'd actually rather go ghost than deal with that. And that's when I realized that the red pill, the black pill, the blue pill, they very much have truth. Now, the blue pill is not the way to go. I've been blue pilled since 0 to 15. It has some truth into it. You want to treat these women correctly. You want to treat them like a princess to an extent. What I think people get twisted in the red pill and the black pill is they think that women like to be treated like shit. Now, there is a select few, and there is a select few that blue pill works for women, but you have to meet at the middle. Be assertive. Don't tolerate shit. And that's why I had to leave her, and this shit hurts. This shit fucking hurts. Like, even though I only dated her for 7 days, the fact that I'm not even going to add this to my relationship status, I'm going to continue to say that I'm 22. I've never had a girlfriend, and it still hurts. This was almost my first relationship, and I was very excited for it. I knew it wasn't going to last long term, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I blocked her on everything after I voiced my opinion due to the fact that I don't want to see her, and I know how women operate. She'll find another man in a week, post with him, and it's definitely going to injure my spirit. And I was watching a tier list video to see how far away I was detached from her. And at this point, I just have to hope for the best. I hope that she realizes that I wasn't controlling or trying to be controlling. All I wanted was compromise and teamwork. Yeah, I'm tired of this reality. I'm tired of how women treat me. I'm tired of how men treat me. And I understand the black pill because I've been ghost, and it feels better to not involve yourself in things and not strive for excellence, because the pain of trying to be the best fucking sucks, but I have to do it anyway. And the fucked up part about all of this is the fact that if I don't become a better version of myself, that I will continue to live like this. And honestly, it makes me not even want to live at all, because it's just like I know what I can do, what I'm capable of, but the porn, the diet, just what this society has placed upon me. And don't get me twisted. I know there are fucking people that are going through much worse. There's so much worse around the world, but you have to understand that this is my reality. That's their reality. That's their threshold, and this is my threshold. This is my war. This is my battleground. And I'm telling you right now that with this, with the porn, with all this, the diet, like I will never reach what I call the escape velocity. I'll get back into that in a second, but women are still going to treat me like shit, or I have to submit to them for me to get an attractive woman. And just I'll have to be the girl of the relationship, and she'll be the man. She'll make more money than me because I don't have the grit to finish college or start off anything entrepreneurial, and I'll still have to work these gross jobs, and she'll be superior to me. And boss me around and make more money than me, and that seems like a fucking nightmare. Men will never respect me fully because they know they can beat my ass, and I'm not that strong. I can only bench like 225. Like I'm not that attractive. Like I'm very replaceable, and I hate that shit. I really do. I really know that AI can replace me easily. I really know that I can be replaced relationship wise very quickly. But I know my potential. I know where I can lead. That's when it comes to escape velocity. What is escape velocity? Escape velocity is pretty much when you shoot a rocket out into space, you have to reach a certain amount, a certain speed to get out of the Earth's atmosphere. What the hell does that have to do with this? Escape velocity with society is that you come out of the womb pure. You come out of the womb wanting to become the best version of yourself. It's only when society tells you that you can't do this, that you can't do that, is when you submit and become a mediocre version of yourself. When your kid version of yourself wanted to be so excellent. Think about all the kids when you interview them. I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a doctor. I want to be this. I want to be that. I want to be the president. It's always something upper echelon. It's only when the structure implemented onto you by society implements the fact that you are average, you are replaceable, that you submit, and I can't blame you for that, because your mind is so malleable. I mean, nigga, you believed in Santa Claus. Like, seriously, like, if they ingrain that into you at that age, like, you are going to believe it for the rest of your life. And I think the sad thing is people think college is the answer. College is, what I think about college is, I think it very much has its benefits. And I think if you want to go to college, and you need a job that desires college, do so. I'm going back to college. I'm just going to get my AA. I've decided that. But you have to be real that why do you want to go to college? Is it because your parents said so? Is it because society said so? If you weren't getting paid to go to college, or if you weren't guaranteed a job to go to college, and you weren't working your job, like if let's say you worked at a job, your job right now, and you weren't getting paid, would you be doing it? Most likely 99% of the time, no. And you try to gaslight yourself into believing that this is your destiny when it doesn't have to be. I believe back in medieval times, we would only work like 3 to 6 hours a day, and half of the time we'd be napping type shit. Like, this reality of working 8 hours, 40 hours a week plus is no good, and it's not even financially realistic. Like, you can't get to your dream life like that. And society tells you to go to college. If society is telling you to do something financially, they want you to be limited. And that's why there's a totally different perspective, totally different mountain that I call entrepreneurship, that if you succeed into it, you can reach the escape velocity of society and get to where you can not be told what to do. You can make your finances at your terms. You can be your own boss, all that shit. Everybody wants to be like, oh yeah, that's corny. I want to be I want to be work. I want to work for somebody else, and that's perfectly cool if you want to do that. But deep down, I feel as though if there's 8 billion people, there should be 8 billion businesses. You sell yourself at all times. You sold yourself to your girlfriend slash wife to date her slash marry her and have kids with her. You sold yourself over to your job for them to hire you and to for them to give you money. This whole reality is selling, and I'm trying to sell myself to the point where I can make money off of being myself, and I can live my dream reality by myself, being myself, instead of trying to work a job that I can be replaced by AI in an instant. And AI doesn't have to call out for sick days. And AI doesn't need to be paid more. And AI is more efficient. And AI doesn't get tired. And people think, oh yeah, that's going to be in 2070. Boss, the fact that ChatGPT is literally one of my best fucking friends already, and in 2023 I couldn't even talk to it, like, really, because I knew how limited it was. Like, in 5 years, bro, we're gonna be fucking replaced, and I just need to build as many skills as I possibly can so that I can leverage that and become the best version of myself and use that for entrepreneurship. I would define the next two versions of myself as this. 3.0 version of myself is this channel. I'm a ghost. I want to kind of remain like that. I kind of love this shit. Being anonymous, no one knowing who you are is kind of fucking cool, but I'm definitely going to hint to who I am. And within a year's time, I'm going to reveal myself. I'm going to be at a certain level of attractiveness. I'm 5'11". I'm going to have a good body. I'm an ectomorph, so I want to be like 170 pounds, 165 pounds, 175 pounds. 11 to 10% body fat. I've been 11% body fat, 10% body fat before. I looked amazing. I would rate myself physically like a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Just an above average face with that 10 out of 10 body. I think that with my income now, I'm making about 4 to 5K a month. With this YouTube stuff and entrepreneurship, I want to add $500 each month to my monthly income, to the point where if I keep that up, I will surpass $100,000, and that is the benchmark. So I want to buy my dream car, which is an F82 BMW, and I want to buy multiple BMWs, honestly, and live my dream life, live in a luxury apartment, and become the 4.0 version of myself, which is even more physically attractive. And I don't even know if it's possible. I know that I have bad posture, so I could be even taller. So if I stretch out, if I hit that 6 feet, and if I get my physical face attractiveness pretty much looks max to the ultimate and become a Giga Chad, maybe, just maybe, I will become the best version of myself. Have multiple cars that are BMWs, new BMWs that I might add, luxury apartment, luxury lifestyle, to the point where I am unresistible to women, to the point where I don't have to work for somebody else. I am my own business, and I can make money from myself. The 3.0 version of myself wants to be the best version at his job. How I define it is 2.0 is just average, 3.0 is the best, 4.0 is the only. Don't become the best, become the only. I'm already 5 days without porn. I know that's funny, but I'm going into this year very strong, and I am about to post this video. I want to stay consistent. That's the only thing. This video is shitty. This video is just going to be me talking on my iPhone, recording on Xbox gameplay, submitting this footage, adding it on iMovie, and me posting it. That's literally what this fucking video is. But I have to start somewhere and just build off of there and just stay consistent, because that's the thing with the 2.0 version of myself, is I'm not consistent. I keep posting a good video here. I got a video with 10K views that I posted when I was 18. I got a few videos on TikTok that got over 20K views. I have a few SoundCloud songs that I posted that got 10K views plus, but the fact that I'm not consistent, nothing builds from anything, and I'm tired of that. So I want this YouTube channel to be my journey. I just bought these meta glasses, right? I recorded me asking out my girlfriend, which is going to be an amazing experience, right? I currently live in the capital of California, Sacramento, and I want to record what it's like for me to be a ghost, what it's like to be at these parties, what it's like to be going to bars as an average guy, and as I level myself up, going to the gym, approaching women, going to car meets, going to drive meets where I drive. We could go to like places like Lake Berryessa, Napa, like stuff like that. I really love Northern California, even though that I'm from SoCal. I'm really starting to like NorCal better. But yeah, bro, like I just, not to add that 2.0 was such a I changed my religion. I'm very agnostic. I went to Christian agnostic. I went to being very democratic and liberal to being conservative libertarian. I just don't know what the 3.0, 4.0 version of myself will be. And I just want to honestly sell myself, be who I want to be on this channel without having the worry of people knowing who I am, and for that to fuck up my job too. I just really just want to be my authentic self and be who I am, and that's what this YouTube channel is about. Let me know if you guys want background music or just to leave it like this. I want these videos, I want people, especially men, who are going through the shit with black pill, red pill, all that shit. I want to be like an outlet for this shit because I understand it, but I never hear people talk about leaving the escape velocity of it and then knowing how hard it is, because these fresh and fit guys, these Andrew Tate guys, they know that you can reach escape velocity, but they're not talking to the individual, and I want to talk to the individual. And I listen to the black pill content, and I relate to it to the most because there is a reality to the dynamics of the work field of women, that you are replaceable, and honestly, you're pretty much worthless if you don't level up. And that's what I want this channel to be. I want to vlog my experiences and just post videos that I've always wanted to make, but I want to really document the process of me being an absolute peon, being an absolute man that women can't even respect, an absolute man that my work environment can replace me at any instant, to becoming the best at my job, to attracting the women that I want, and to becoming the only version, the 4.0 version, where I am living my dream reality. And I want to give those hope to anybody who's dealing with that. And I really want people to just listen while they play Xbox or whatever. Listen to my testimony and just know that you're not fucking alone. So with that, I hope you liked the video. I'm starting this off with 0 subscribers. My next goal is to hit 10 subscribers. So if you watch this video, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. If you could like the video, comment on the video what you guys want to see next, and we'll go from there. But other than that, take care, and I will be staying consistent, or I won't be, and that will be that's just going to be the definition of my character, which I don't think, because this breakup has fueled me in ways that I never thought. So with that, I hope you guys loved the video, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.